As we continue with our exploration this year of worship through the arts, we have started to focus on poetry and poetry that is used as prayer. So it seems especially appropriate that we take some time to look at our own Swedenborgian poets and what they may have to say to us in a worshipful sense. I want to focus today particularly on the poet Alice Very. And this is what Alice Skinner says about her in the volume of the book, Annual Swedenborg, A Continuing Vision. I hope you're able to see it there. It's a wonderful volume. And it has a number of sections of poetry by Swedenborgian poets. And one is Alice Very, and this is the brief biography of her that's included. She lived 1894 to 1977. She was baptized and brought up in Swedenborgian churches in Providence and Boston. In later years, she was active in a Christian Science church. Her final book, Right on the Water, a book of poetry published in 1972, describes the influence of her father, Professor Frank W. Very, a noted interpreter of Swedenborg's science. And here is one of the poems by Alice Very. It's called Mountain Climbing. We walk by faith more than by sight. Foot feels the trail, hand holds tight. Ethereal voices, a treetop choir. Very and Whitethroat beside us sing, pointing the way by the woodland spring. Madonna orchids beckon higher. Beyond the path on the bare rock height stretches uninterrupted blue. Earth falls away with its blight and care, and only the light is everywhere. Mountains, heaven's blazes, footprints of peace, eye can't contain all it takes in, dimly discerns unfolding plan where sight leaves off, vision begins. It happens that one of the members of our Swedenborgian web community is, in fact, the niece of Alice Very. And she wrote an article in this book, Rooted in Spirit. Rooted in Spirit, A Harvest of Women's Wisdom. And this is Gwen Griswold. And in her article, When Did I Start Acting Like My Mother?, she says a few words about her Aunt Alice. She says that her music-starved Aunt Alice was wrestling with having it all 1930s style. She had a degree from Wellesley College, a husband starting a publishing business, 5 children, a large vegetable garden, and a pressure cooker for preserving. She was expected to be an unpaid proofreader and editor for her husband's publishing business. I remember her with galley proofs in one hand and a wooden spoon in the other, stirring a pot on the stove. Yet she frequently found time to care for me, for my mother, include us in family outings, and generally enrich our lives. Alice Very is one of those Swedenborgian poets who is not well known by the larger world, and perhaps we here at swedenborgiancommunity.org can help collect some of the memories and the poetry of people who knew Alice Very and know of her work. Thank you for listening today.